assuming it's the same individual, the propofol in the urine would have been created subsequent to the seen urine.
Yes, the urine collected from Michael Jackson had 0.15 propofol in it.
Now, is propofol regularly eliminated from the body through the kidneys?
Objection beyond his area of expertise.
If you don't know, just that's
If you know, fine. If you don't, tell us as well. Overruled.
I don't know specifically how it is excreted.
Okay. With respect to the lidocaine in the urine, you put down present. Is that because you didn't seek to quantify it?
We did not quantify it.
Okay.
No.
You analyzed for diazepam, and there was a very small amount in the blood. Correct?
Yes, again, it's the present less than the lowest calibrator, which was a 0.10. So yes, it was small.
Would that mean that there was no recent use of diazepam?
No, not necessarily.
Did you analyze for a metabolite of diazepam?
Yes, the nordiazepam.
Why'd you analyze for the metabolite?
It's standard operating procedure that you typically analyze for parent as well as its metabolite.
Well, I noticed you got lorazepam up there. And that's in a significant quantity in the blood, isn't it?
The level that was detected actually is therapeutic, upper therapeutic range.
I mean, it's a lot of lorazepam, isn't it?
I'm sorry?
It's quite a bit of lorazepam.
162 nanograms per mil is, again, it's upper therapeutic range. It's high therapeutic range.
Would you be able to relate that 0.162 or the 0.169 in the femoral blood? Would you be able to relate that to milligrams of lorazepam used?
The calculations to actually back extrapolate from concentration to the actual milligram dose given is actually a dangerous area when having to deal with postmortem blood samples. Yes, it can be done. People will do it. You can give an estimate, but there are assumptions that have to be made and specified in order to do it. And believe me, it's not an exact science. So yes, you will have people that will do that for you, but again, it's dangerous and there's a lot of assumptions made.
What assumption do you have to have made?
Objection beyond his area of expertise, Your Honor.
Have you engaged in this type of research or analysis or aware of the findings?
I am. I'm familiar with why you shouldn't be doing it.
I'll overrule the objection. You can explain. In terms of assumptions, is that what your question?
Yes, I want to know what assumptions you have to make.
You have to assume that the drug is fully distributed. You have to assume that postmortem redistribution has not occurred, that that level in the heart blood is not falsely elevated, which elevates your calculation.
Well, lorazepam is not subject to postmortem redistribution, is it?
How do I know that?
Do you have a PDR?
You cannot find it in the PDR.
So, as you sit here now, you don't know whether or not lorazepam will redistribute after death.
I don't know off the top of my head, no.
Are you familiar with a book written by an individual named Basselt?
Yes. Disposition of toxic drugs and chemicals in man.
Right. Could I approach the witness, Your Honor?
Show counsel first, and you may. May we turn on the lights?
Sure.
Thank you.
I've got a Xerox copy of a couple pages from Baselt's book. Is he an authority on drugs?
Dr. Basalt is a retired toxicologist who practiced in the field very long time. This book represents, or the book is, a bunch of monographs or drug information throughout the entire book. It's an excellent reference for us, but again, it's a reference and it's a starting point. It's not all-encompassing. It's not the ultimate authority on all drugs, but it does give us a good reference point of what to go after.
So you do rely on that book from time to time?
Oh, very much so.
And I've highlighted in yellow there. Does that indicate that lorazepam is not subject to postmortem redistribution?
And what you're highlighted, and I'll read verbatim, lorazepam...
No, you don't have to do that. You can just answer the question.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Yes, it says that.
Do you disagree with that?
Well, it's only given in 2 cases. So if you're basing on a population size of 2 cases representing the world, I have a problem with that, yes.
You think it is subject to redistribution?
I don't know.
Okay, well, let's assume the Bishop itself is right and it's not subject to redistribution. Would you be able to determine approximately how much lorazepam had to be taken to get to those levels?
Objection, Beyond Missouri expertise.
I'll overrule the objection if you know.
Yes, I've done the calculations before.
Well, how much would it be?
Give me just a second, please. According to my notes that I was scribbling on, assuming the volume of distribution of lorazepam is 0.1 liters per kilogram, assuming the weight of the decedent is 68 kilograms, and we're basing it off of a 0.16 micrograms per mil, it's approximately 11 milligrams.
That's what's present in the body.
That's what's present to create that blood level if you assume it's at steady state, if you assume it was a one-time dose and it's not steady state. Well, excuse me, it's not chronic use.
Okay, now, from your measurement of lorazepam, can you tell whether or not that lorazepam was injected, say IV lorazepam, or pill form?
You cannot tell route of administration through a blood level.
Okay. Now, I noticed that there's no testing for a metabolite of lorazepam in your testing. Am I correct?
That's correct. I'm not aware of a metabolite of lorazepam.
So the test that was run here was just for the gross amount of lorazepam in the heart blood and the femoral blood.
That's correct.
Now, by virtue of your testing, are you able to determine how long prior to time of death the lorazepam was consumed?
No.
Are you familiar with the half-life of lorazepam?
Yes.
What figure do you use for half-life of lorazepam?
Half-life of lorazepam is approximately 9 to 16 hours.
So that would mean that, for example, if a person had 0.162 in their system, it'd take them about 9 hours, at least, maybe up to 16 hours, to metabolize down to 0.08.
Yes, that's true. Can we discuss what half-life is to the jury to educate them a little bit?
Well,
I thought we
not
just-
unless there's a question.
Okay.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Is half-life the time it takes a drug to divide or to dissipate half of what's in your system?
Yes.
So it'd go from 0.162 to a 0.081 in somewhere between 9 and 16 hours.
Approximate, yes.
And that's important for purposes of getting the drug out of your system, correct?
Correct.
Now, if the lorazepam was taken by way of injection, 2 milligrams at 2 and 2 milligrams at 5, how long would it take to get that out of your system?
Same half-life.
Okay, do you know what levels you would have with those, what level of lorazepam you would start with before you started deducting for the half-life?
No, I don't know.
When you say that, you tested for the metabolite of diazepam, the Valium metabolite, is it your testimony that there's not a metabolite of lorazepam?
There's not a metabolite of lorazepam that is commonly tested in the toxicology community.
So it's very difficult to test for, is it called glucuronide? Glucuronide?
Glucuronidase.
Glucuronide. I can't pronounce it.
Oh, now you've got me confused now, too.
Glucuronide.
Glucuronide.
Okay.
Okay. I think all of us need a little help with spelling. Are you able to do that?
Yes.
Dennis?
Glucuronide. Glucuronide.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
I'm familiar with glucuronide. What happens is when the body, when you take the lorazepam or the Ativan, however it is injected, tablet form, your body will attack the lorazepam and attach a large protein onto it, and that's the glucuronide. So analytically, what you would tend to analyze for is the free portion of the lorazepam, not the lorazepam glucuronide. Depending on the analysis, you can actually measure or cleave off the glucuronide and make it all lorazepam. I know it's confusing. But it's not really a metabolite. It's a process. Okay. And some laboratories analyze for a totality of it, and some labs don't. And we choose not to.
You don't analyze for the totality. That's just gross lorazepam.
Yes.
And it might include glucuronide too.
No, it does not include that.
Okay. The heart blood and the femoral blood, both 0.162, 0.169, pretty consistent, aren't they?
Very consistent, yes.
And that would have a tendency to indicate that lorazepam is at equilibrium in the body, doesn't it?
Potentially, yes.
And it takes time for the body to reach equilibrium, doesn't it?
Yes, yes.
And so, would that be consistent with the lorazepam being in the body for a couple hours?
I don't know. I like to agree with you, but I just don't know.
Okay.
That one.
I'd like for you to agree with me too. Now the heart blood, the hospital blood, femoral blood, and the vitreous, those aren't in equilibrium, are they?